Hi Falcons, how's it going? I'm Josh Blackwood.
I'm Madeline.
Another Friday and a great week, a Falcon awesome week in the books. We just have a couple announcements for you guys regarding some upcoming events and schedules.
Make sure you guys get your parking passes. Just fill out the paperwork, turn it in, get those on your car so you don't get a ticket, and that will be happening next week. Also, reminder to wear your lanyards with your IDs on it. It's for a security reason, and if you don't, you get in trouble, and we don't want the hassle, so just make sure you bring it every single day. Also, if you're interested in joining the FBLA, make sure you go to room 280 to Mr. Sierra's office and get that filled out, and go to his website if not, and join the meeting.
Hi, I'm Ms. Bernacki, the librarian, and I'm here today with a book review for you. I'm going to talk to you today about the book Frankly in Love by David Yoon. Frankly in Love is the story of Frank Lee, L-I. His last name is Lee, and the title is a play on his name. And it's the story of Frank Lee, who's a high school senior, and he is Korean American. And his parents immigrated to the United States from Korea, and they are very traditional Koreans, and they are very strict with Frank as far as how they want him to behave and what they expect of him, and they especially expect him to marry a Korean girl. So Frank is kind of stuck in this world between his Korean family and American culture and lifestyle and high school. And he falls in love with a girl named Britt, but Britt is white, so his parents do not approve. In the meantime, another family friend, Joy, who's also a high school student, and her family is Korean American as well, and her family is friends with the Lees. Joy and Frank team up to devise a plan so that they can each hide their boyfriend and girlfriend from their parents, because Joy is also dating someone outside of her ethnicity. She's dating an African American guy. So this is a book about Frank and him falling in love and his relationship with Joy and how they try to hide their romances from their parents, and just all about what it's like to live in two different worlds. I would give this book 5 out of 5 stars. I liked it that much.
Also, TSA has their first general information meeting, and that'll be happening the 30th and the 1st of October. The meeting will be taking place at 2:45 in room 2490. It's a great opportunity for those students interested in technology. If you're interested in joining Battle of the Books, this is our 5th consecutive year in district-wide competition. And if you're interested in trivia and reading, that kind of stuff, you can go see Miss B in the library. And as well, another thing happening in the library, Miss B is organizing a homeless kind of workshop, and they're going to make blankets out of plastic bags, and they're going to be knitting scarves. So if you have any materials you would like to donate, such as crochet equipment or knitting equipment or plastic bags, they could really use it, as each little blanket they're making requires like 500 to 600 bags. So the help would be greatly appreciated and a great way to impact your community. And you'll be getting community service hours if you need that to get taken care of still.
What's up, Falcons? I'm Holden, and these are your sports for the week. There are cross-country meets today and tomorrow here at HRHS, and all next week, girls varsity and JV softball have games against Mountain Vista and Castleview.
All right, how you doing, Mr. Rossmoney?
Very good. How are you, Felipe?
Pretty good. So I got a couple questions for you about the weight room.
Okay.
So first question is, so are there any like requirements now due to COVID in the weight room?
We need to sanitize everything daily. We have to make sure that we're wearing our masks throughout the day. The room has to constantly be monitored for masks and for cleanliness.
So
Changes.
you were talking about sanitizing.
Yeah.
So how exactly do you guys sanitize the weight room?
We have a spray that we put on the equipment
All right.
and on the benches, and we have to spray them down every day after each class,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day also.
All right. And then another question: how has the hybrid schedule affected the weight room?
It hasn't really affected it much, other than the amount of time that we can actually spend in the weight room.
All right.
We have apps that we do at home for the students on their days off, but it's been pretty easy transition, because the kids can have a lot of things to do at home as well as in the classroom using the apps.
And then has COVID bring anything good to the weight room?
It's made us rethink the way we teach, and it's made us rethink the things that are important and what we want to accomplish each day.
All right.
The classes are shorter, so we have to move quicker. So I think sometimes the students are getting better workouts
Yeah.
than maybe when we had a 90-minute period. But then when we had a 90-minute period, we had a whole lot more we could do.
All right. And then last question: you look pretty big. Like, how much do you think you could bench?
Ooh, I don't know.
Like up in the 300s?
Well, if I warm up, maybe.
All right.
Maybe if I warm up 300, 325, I don't know. I don't want to embarrass anybody here in the school.
That's true. That's
Put
true.
them to shame. It's just, my bench pressing days are behind me.
All right. See, we got a good man here.
Good morning, Falcons, and a very happy Friday. Is that conservation programs have prevented 48 animal extinctions since 1998. Efforts by governments, academic institutions, and nonprofits have prevented the rate of extinctions from reaching rates of 300 to 400%. Some of these animals that have been protected from extinction include the Przewalski horse and the Iberian lynx. Researchers from Newcastle University used 4 criteria to measure these conservation efforts' effectiveness. They found that without these efforts, since 1993, extinction rates would have been 4.1 to 4.3% higher, or 4.3 times higher for birds, and 2.4 to 4.2 times higher for mammals. These conservation efforts, and for our final story, some excellent news on the foreign front. The United States plans to reduce the number of troops in Iraq by nearly half this month. The same goes with Afghanistan, who we have occupied for almost 20 years. From 6,500 troops to only 4,000. This is excellent news in terms of the goal of securing peace in the Middle East and bringing troops back to their families.
In other good news, Colorado is home to 6 out of the 10 healthiest counties in America. Douglas County ranks 2nd, Broomfield County ranks 4th, Routt County ranks 5th, Pitkin County ranks 7th, Summit County ranks 9th, and San Miguel County ranks 10th. This is awesome news. Way to go, Colorado. Keep it up. Boys golf finished 3rd at Shasta 5A Regional on September 21st. Sophomore Aiden Crusoe tied for 2nd individually. Junior Ryan Pergallo was 6th individually. Both qualified for the state tournament on October 5th and 6th at Rolling Hills.
Well, this is all for the week's Good News Report. I hope everyone has an awesome Friday. Take care, Falcons.
Thanks for watching.
Hope to see you next week, Falcons. Go Falcon TV.